just showed interest into UI UX, and that's when I moved to UI UX. And from then, I shifted to product companies, old product companies, and now I'm working at Clear, and I have more than 5 years of experience as a designer. Happy to be here, and let's see.
Awesome. So one question to you, Alok. You said like you shifted from four different companies, right? So what was the very first company, and then how did you jump on to come to a product company?
So I worked at a marketing agency called Marketing Musketeer, where I was like working as a graphic designer, motion graphics, all these basic stuff I learned there. And then I joined Josh Software as a graphic designer, and then after that I joined Pixis, and after Pixis I joined Clear.
Awesome. So how did you shift all the way from UX graphic design to UX UI design? Was
I
it like
have
a
been
self-taught or you did a
yeah,
course?
completely self-taught.
Awesome. What how did you learn? How did you learn all of it? YouTube or there was
So
something?
I would say majorly my learning were from practical application. For example, I was working alongside other like experienced designers. That's where I learned the most, and that's when I thought I didn't need a course, but I did take Google UX design and IXDF, all these to learn the fundamentals before shifting to core product companies.
Awesome. Awesome, Alok. We'll again come back to you. Over to Utkash now. If you could introduce yourself and your bit of journey.
Um, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes. So, hello everyone. I think most of you also know me by content creation only. Uh, it's been like 6-7 months in content creation, but how I started my journey is like most of you like you. I was a BTech student in a computer science field and got to know about UI UX because it is how it is. Like we don't like coding that much. We came up and then we realized, and then we got to know about this field, and it was a good balance of the logicness of coding and the creativity that I had before. So just got a passion about this. I was a AIML and a front end developer, but then I switched to UI UX, and I started with internship in a edtech company as a UX researcher. Like I used to go to real classrooms and research some real frameworks of teaching and implement those design and those frameworks in the digital experience. So like that, how my journey started, and it's been 3 years. I switched to three companies, and now I am in Neutrinos. It's basically a B2B SaaS company where I design products, basically AI product where clients from Saudi Arabia, US, and Malaysia, like different countries, they use that platform to build their insurance tech. So yeah.
Awesome. So it is a AI platform which is all into insurance tech, right?
Yes.
So a lot of transactionals that you look into that happen on day-to-day basis. From
Uh, yeah, you can tell transaction, but more than transaction, it's about claims and documentation, like the
got it.
premiums, how it get calculates. So many things are there.
Perfect. We'll again come back to you. Now, up
Sure.
until then, over to Kushi. I will then. Kushi, over to you. If you could
Hey
introduce.
everyone, am I clearly audible?
Perfect. You're clearly audible.
Okay, so hi everyone. I am also, many of you know about me through content creation, and I'm Kushi. Over like 3+ years of experience, I have been shifting to 4 different companies. I was also a BTech student and like electronics and communication engineering. Then I started switch to React coding thing, and then I later come to know about designing and how the UI and UX field is over there. So like learning all these things, and I'm also a self-taught designer. And about the company, so I have been in logistics company which is Celsius Logistics over as a UX designer. And yeah, I'm here to like clear all your doubts and what's going on over there.
Awesome. So thank you, Kushi. Thank you for your brief introduction. But from developing into React, you shifted to UX UI, right?
Yeah.
And in 3 years, you shifted 4 companies. Is that true?
Yeah.
Is it so? Why is it that you shifted multiple companies in a span of 3 years? If you could just highlight.
Yeah, so it's like about the growth also, but being shifted to multiple companies as a product-based companies, they were like first I have been internship over like Codapto, then later I switched to Redis, and they were like different products. I have worked on like AI, then SaaS products, then dashboards, applications. So it's been like a opportunity if it comes, so why shouldn't we grab over it? So that's what I
Awesome. And now let's go over to Shre. Uh, so yeah, over to you, Shre.
Yeah. Hi everyone, nice to be here. Uh, I have overall 10 years of experience in design. I also started as a graphic designer initially, first 2 years, and then inside the company itself, they gave me a project which was designing a website. So that was my first project. It was in Photoshop. There was no XD or Figma back then. So that's how I got interested more into website and graphic design, and that's how my journey started. So I researched more about it, learned more about it. For initial few years, I was learning for my own, and then joined few courses, certifications, and all. And apart from that, in study-wise, I have done BCom. I have also pursuing CA as well, so I have little financial background. So that also helped me in many companies. So I have switched around 7 to 8 companies over past 10 years, so, which does not include freelance work, but overall. But yeah, this is my journey, and quite happy for what has been come so far. I'm satisfied, and yeah, eager to learn more in this new digital world. And things are coming up new on a daily basis. It is exciting. So yeah,
Awesome,
thank you.
awesome, awesome. Perfect. Now I think one more guest for the day, which is Abijit. Over to you.
Hi everyone, myself Abijit Punia. I think most of AI are creators, but I personally am just not a creator. I just work. So I am having more than 4 years of experience in this field. I started as a graphic designer, and now I am working as a senior product designer in an entertainment sector, OTT, alongside Karan only. So yeah, that's the great. That's how I'm doing it, and I think most of I don't know like how much will be relating to my story, how I came into this field. Uh, after after my 12th, my brother was in college. He said, okay, there is a lot of celebrities come, okay, in the uh, college, but you can only meet if you are part of some society and all those things. So I joined the college. First day I was like in the orientation program, I was looking for societies who are looking for some position. Okay, I applied all those things. I got into an creative society where I joined them as a technical in the technical team, where our work is to make graphics creatives for the societies. So there I joined like that, and then this whole thing I started in Delhi University. So you know the exposure there. So while exploring there, I got a lot of works. I started freelancing, get into UI UX, learn myself, and then doing project while doing the practical things. I got to know. I learn about UI UX, and then definitely switch to this full time as a career.
Awesome. And before you joining OTT, which were the other companies that you worked at?
I worked in a design studio before that, DDS Tech India, and before that I was working for DRDO as a R&D intern there, and it was a quite good experience. I got to learn a lot of UX and right there only, because there were a lot of key mentors, right, scientists who were actually into those things, who knows how industry is working and how they need the specific things of research, because their precision matters, right? So you
Right.
can't develop the thing without knowing what you are developing.
Correct. Awesome. So I think we are done with the introductions, and I think each one of you have a brief idea now who is from which background. but I'll just do a very brief, quick check. Alok comes from Clear, which is all into finance and fintech. Then Utkash comes from Neutrinos, which is all into a SaaS-based platform for insurance and tech. Kushi comes from logistic background, where the company provides logistical support in terms of building applications for big logistic and warehouse management. Then we have Shre, who is in food tech, where I think you all would have used the fast checkout for food services across your kiosk in any of the IT companies. So his company provides those kiosk UX UI, and he leads that particular product team. And I myself used to work in an OTT, and now again I consult at a OTT platform. So me and Abijit are colleagues, and we work together in an OTT platform where we build OTT platforms managing millions of users. Now, coming to the topics of the day, let's get into deep dive. Okay, so I know we all have transitioned from a time where we all learned graphic design. Few of them are self-taught, and a few of them did study design. Like I actually come from studying design. I did my bachelor's in animation and multimedia, 4 years of in that, but nowhere they taught us UX UI design back then. So we had to also self-learn it ourselves. Now, obviously, self-learning took its own period of time. It comes with its pros and cons, and a lot of it we learn in the field itself. So I would like to ask, like, as of today, what kind of UX UI work you all learn online? Even today, everybody is learning, right? Everybody is evolving with AI. So what is it that you all learn today, and what are some of the learnings that you expect others should also know? Anybody can answer among all of you. So who all is, you can unmute and answer. So who all is learning Claude, or who all is learning the AI use case? I think Alok and Utkash, if you would like to take, what are the new things that you all are learning, and what is it that you think is changing in the field of UX UI as of today?
Okay, so let me go first. Basically, it's how we approach the design is changing. Earlier, it was more like a kind of agile process, like to iterate, and go. Now with AI, the thing is like the development, the design process and the handing over of design and giving it to developer, this process is becoming very short. Like we are directly deploying the things. So in between of days, the skills that help us, like first thing is to understand how AI works, like how to connect AI. And if you want to connect any AI with any of your design or anywhere between two applications, it's MCP. So learning MCP was the pivot point for any designer if they want to connect AI anywhere. So learn how to connect MCP, and learning any LLM. It's not only Claude, any Cursor, Lovable. It's just a tool. Just like Figma is just a tool. The main principle is how you know the main terms like MCP, and then understand what are the SSC units and links. So connecting of these things, the skills which you are connecting from the GitHubs, like these helps us like in evolving as a UX designer with AI. So these are some new skills that I have learned. Yeah.
Awesome. Over to you, Alok.
So as Utkarsh mentioned, just to optimize that, again, same thing. It's just optimizing how you design the process of it. For example, I'll tell you about a recent thing. Earlier, if you had to see many different iterations of a particular design solution, you would either map it in your head and then try to do the design and see which one works. But actually, you can use any of the AI tools, Figma, Make, Claude, Cursor, doesn't matter. You can ask AI to, for example, we were working on a tab structure, and I wanted to see 5 different things, how we can achieve it. And AI can actually help you visualize that very faster than you actually doing that. And of course, then you have to design it on your own design system and then hand it off to devs. For like big companies, it right now, I don't think direct code deployment is happening from the designers, at least not in our companies. And I've also asked for other people who are working in like big techs, but they are actually involving developers to actually develop that and then ship it. But yeah, AI can actually help you visualize things faster.
Got it, Utkash. So with that thing, as of today, let's say, because you all have got at least 3 to 4 years of experience, everybody, some have got even more, some have got 6 years, 7 years. What is that one thing that you wish you knew before entering this industry? If someone would have told you learn this one particular skill or one particular thing, what would be that advice? It could be from all of you. Abijit, Shre, Kushi, what is that one thing that you think that you should have known before? Yeah. And very quickly we will shift to all your audience questions. We don't want to just discuss among ourselves. We want a lot of audience to put in your questions. So we are reading the chat. You can put in your questions over there. So I think TechX editor, you're raising your hand. Just put your question there, and then soon we will allow. So yeah, Kushi and yeah, Shre, you are all on mute. So what is that one thing that you think you should have got to learn before entering this industry, if you can tell?
Like right now or before? Like which
Even
scenario?
right now, what is that one thing that you think that you should have learned?
I think you should learn how to use skills, right? Like skill.sh and all those things to actually control your AI models, right? Otherwise, they will just go on hallucination and like you won't be able to get the output. And people will think, oh no, this is just a buzz, right? It's not giving the output for me because you are not using them correctly. You are not putting the constraints and you are not training your model better. So your output are not refined. So that thing, how to train, what needs to be trained, and what constraints we need to use, those things you should know. Other thing you can prompt and you can learn over the time, but at least basic fencing, right? How much file access you have to give, what you have to give, because there are companies, if you give a lot of data to their model, they are directly putting a termination letter to you.
Got it. But how can one learn all of this today? What is it that they should search and they can learn?
There are plenty of like updates coming on LinkedIn, right? There are a lot of updates. You need to search out what is for you, what is not for you. That's how I am getting to know things. Like today, Cloud Design got launched, right?
Yes.
So that is one thing we all need to explore. And there is one website called skill.sh, which has all the like skill.md file for all the different models that are available on every AI tools. So you can use them, you can modify them, those things, and you can additionally prepare your also, right? You can prompt them to any model to create a specific things for you and your tasks.
Got it. What about you, Shre? What about you, Kushi? What is that one thing that you thought that if I would have known this, I would have done it better?
Yeah. So I would like to add about Abijit point, because prompt engineering is also one skill which you need to improve as a UX designer. Because I have seen a lot of beginners also are facing about researching part. So from prompting, you can do better researching. From AI tools, you can do better visuals. But I prefer researching is one of the primary thing and concern about designing, because without researching of the product, without having the researching about the knowledge about the product, you can't even put your thoughts into the ideas, into the visuals. So researching is one concern which I was not having earlier, because I was in UI specialist part. Then I later start with researching and case studies, how the case studies works, how the empathy mapping goes, how the user journey follows. These all things to be added as a beginner to going to the advanced level.
Got it. What about you, Shre and Alok, if anything?
Yeah. So, like Alok has said, AI prompt engineering, which is definitely very important, and one of the key skills that has to be learned in today's world. But if you say one thing, when I started, that time there was no AI. So, if I look back, so I would say planning in terms of
Planning.
processing your design, like the design process you make, because as you start, you know, you have a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of ego, you see a lot of things, and you come out with great ideas. But planning is the one that can execute ideas really well. So which we call about the UX processes and all, which is to a certain extent has been taken care by AI, but still there are humans are still required to it. And for example, let's say user interviews. So I have, when I used to take user interviews, just used to bluntly ask question and get the answers. But then
Okay,
slowly realize that you don't always get the right answer. To get right answers, you need right questions in the right way. You have to ask.
got it.
So all those things over the years and on, then I realized, okay, this is how you can get most out of it with the same question, how you can get more content from the user and stuff. And yeah, overall, yeah, planning I would say is the very good. Like I should have learned in earlier stage, as well as a good communication with user.
Understood. So there are some questions which are coming in the users. We will take that, which is one person is asking which AI tools do you use today? Then the second question is how do you know when to use AI and when not to use AI? Okay. And the third question that is coming is like idea of putting out the product in the current era of AI adoption. So what is the actual process that the companies follow to build a product today? Okay. I think all three questions, if I combine, if some company is now building a product, how much of AI can they use? What AI tools can be used? And when to know that we should not use AI? Anyway, Alok, Utkash, if anybody would like to take that.
Uh, I can answer the AI tools. Right now, I think many companies are using Claude Codex as an enterprise client, and they are really popular ones, and you can directly start with it. Like just like how Figma is a design tool that every company uses, you can also learn Claude Codex as a software just to use AI.
Got it.
And when to not use AI, I think when you reach limit, you don't need to use AI anymore.
Okay, that's a smart answer. So if you complete your AI limit, I think we stop using it. But okay, I will put in some my point of views also. So one thing I wish I would have known before entering this particular industry would be learning to have a lot of patience. Okay, if somebody would have told me like this field is going to take a lot of patience and a lot of testament of your patience, this is exactly what I was not ready for, because and I always thought whatever I'll design, it will be the best and it will get approved in one go. And the other important thing, if somebody would have told, is being prepared for rejection. Okay, because whatever you design will not get approved in every single go. Okay, it will have a lot of people, lot of point of views, lot of opinions. So something this thing initially did demotivate me. Like I am putting my hours and hours of hard work. I am designing so hard, putting in so much of effort, but in that one person in 1 minute is just telling I don't like it, but they don't give you the feedback why they don't like it. So the feedback system in India is very 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 poor. Okay, people, because the other person is not a designer, and sometimes we need to put ourselves into their shoe so that we can understand that he is not having any design knowledge, he doesn't know how to communicate in our language. So these were the challenges I faced in the initial days of my journey, but over a period of time I got to overcome them. How did we overcome? Was through learning and observing. Okay, observing how other people are dealing, like the people who are working above you, your seniors or whoever. See how they are managing those kind of scenarios. And obviously everything boils down to the level of patience that you can start building up from day zero. So that's something that I would like to add on. And then there are some more questions that are coming in over here. I'm learning UX UI designing, so how am I able to do better, and which things to expertise on design, and also process which and which portfolio will be better to get my job in UX UI design. Okay, we will come to that. So I think why don't Alok, Utkash, Shre, or Abijit, like I'll just reframe this particular question. What is it that you all expect in a form of a portfolio for the people who apply in your companies? So what is it that you expect? And what is it that you think are the skills that today's designer should have apart from Figma?
So I'd like to go first. First, before this question, I will like to answer your question, Karan. Like, what would I know before coming to UI UX?
Yeah.
The one thing is how to balance the thing. I want to, I would literally wanted, I should know at that time. Like, not balance the thing means balance the priority between user and business. Like, the I got to know about how to balance after I learned this TBD framework, technology, business, and design framework. So it's basically everyone says when you are coming to UI UX design, prioritize user. You are the only one from the user side, but you should also prioritize business, because if there is business, then only there is users.
Right.
And the thing is how to balance between both of the things, how to give, in which scenario you should give more priority to business, in which scenario you should convince your business, your managers, no, we need users to be in a good transparency here. So that is a very big thing actually in nowadays as well, because AI can't do this. This is a decision making thing.
Right.
Every time a human will be needed to do this thing. So how much the ratio you should put for which feature, this is a very big skill. Now coming to portfolio thing, honestly, whoever the people who are here, I just want to tell, your portfolio is just 1 or 2 minutes of screen time for any hirer who is seeing your portfolio. So if you are adding up like 5, 10 case studies, that will not help. Just add minimum 5, like not maximum 5. I'm telling, sorry, not minimum. 2 to 5 is more than enough. Just keep anything. The skills which we see basically is storytelling, how you are showing your case study, how you are showing the reality, like how you are putting up the testimonials of the users you have put. And also now in skills inside portfolio, the technical skills, the core skills are being these design UX core principles. Like you should know UX design, you should know customer interaction, you should know user interviews taking, and these are to some basic things. But in now in this generation from last 1 years, we are expecting you to understand how agents work, like how machine also sees, how machine also thinks, because now we are also designing for machines, not only for humans, because in upcoming time everything will be automated. So
Awesome.
a machine should understand what your screen is saying, because there is lot of ambiguity in earlier designs, and in upcoming designs all those ambiguity is going away, because the designers are designing in a way so that machine can also understand.
Got it.
And at the end, just be yourself, be in a growth mindset. It's not like if you are a designer you should not learn code, you should not need to learn whole coding thing, but instead just understand the terminology to collaborate. The cross team collaboration is also one thing that we see. So yeah,
Got
just being growth mindset, cross team collaboration, UX oriented, and yeah, these are all the things, storytelling. So these are all things what I see in my company.
Got it. And there are so many more questions coming in. So we will go one by one. Uh, Somebody's asking me where can we get a lot of good examples of these portfolios. I think Wall of Portfolios is a one good website that you all can look into, because they have very curated portfolios that they curate and put out over there from really good designers out there. So just do look out this website called Wall of Portfolios. Okay. And then coming to a few other questions. Sorry, because you all have typed it this big. The main challenge that I'm facing is the lack of opportunities to showcase my UX skills. Okay, in many small companies, the only focus is mostly on delivering visually appealing designs with a very short timelines of 2 to 3 days, rather than following proper UX processes. While I have a solid understanding of UX principles and have studied various UX laws, I haven't been able to work on projects where UX is given real importance, which makes it difficult for me to fully demonstrate my capabilities as a UX UI designer. Well, the ground reality is that, and it will hit you hard for sure. Let me be very open. Even in our company, which is like where we, Abijit, or even in my previous companies, never was the time to do a proper research. Okay, so it was always very much time constrained, because everything is dependent on your team. Once you complete your task, then the developers will build, and then so on. So it's a big chain reaction. Even if you delay for 5 days, there's a lot of human hours loss that is compiling in the entire company. So always this becomes a constraint. And many at times it also does happen that already they have got existing user base, and they come and tell their problem, like these are the problems that the users are facing, so just fix this. And you just have to fix it by whatever the solutions you can come across, and they test it in batches. So they don't roll out the entire product to everybody like how Instagram does. They roll out to a certain piece of audience. So we deliver fast, and if you look at Zepto, Swiggy, and also follow the same process where they make it fast, deliver it for a certain audience segment, take feedback, understand it, and then they go and roll it out for a larger audience. So that's how it's been followed in our company. But Alok, Utkash, Kushi, if you all could also emphasize what is the UX process, or how much importance is given to UX in your companies? Alok, maybe you could start with you.
So UX is actually given importance. That too when you're working on a finance side. So I'll tell you one major thing that happens. Like, you all know the research and all the documentation stuff, but what happens after designing? So as Karen was mentioning, no things or stuff will go out just like 100% of users. So what we actually do is whatever we design, that will be A/B tested or ABC tested before rolling out. What I mean by that is, for example, let's say there are 100 people in this webinar. So 50 people will see something else and 50 people will see something else. So we get a split results of what design is performing better. And based on that, we take a call that, okay, this is performing better and let's roll it out.
With that, I would like to ask, how much importance do you give to data-driven decisions? Is it like all the calls that you take is based on data, or is it based on human behavior?
I don't think like any company follows like 100% data-driven. There has to be some impulsive decision, some gut feeling. Only then you can test out the results. Okay, my gut played out and I can believe that this plays out, because not every time you will have the data, and not every time you'll have that time to test out the data. And definitely when you have the time, definitely go with the data, and what data says is what users are actually saying. So it's definitely a good habit to follow data, but sometimes just test your gut and test it out. If it works out, definitely put it out.
I would like to add on to Alok, even like as Alok mentioned, in big companies, even to get your data itself is a big task. And that itself will take another week's time. Okay, so like even if I just want to know what are my users consuming, or which is that option where they're getting stuck or drop off, or even to get the heat map, just to get that data compiled and coming from the data science team or the data analytics team, it takes another 1 week time, and no company has so much of bandwidth to build and save and have so much of time to give you. So yes, that challenge is always going to be there. So with that is the another skill that you all need to be very empowered with is quicker designing, faster testing, and based on your testing, picking up and iterating it again. So it's an iterative process. That cycle will continuously go on. So tell us how many design systems in your company. Tell us how you make design system in your company, and how do you use it, and do you update it? Yes, at least in OTT sector, we do follow a design system. Like the way we build design system is, we don't build entire design system. We break it down into various segments and components. For example, in an OTT app, you have a video player, you will have a detail screen, and you will have your payments and subscription screen. So for just the video player, we will make one entire design system. All the possibilities that we can do with the video player. Just with the detail screen, we make another design system with all the possibilities. Because when you're working with multiple OTT clients, all they want is a different look and feel with their other competitors. You can all the information across all the OTT platforms will 90% remain same. So there's not much that you can change in terms of data. But the things that change is like some OTT platforms have different kind of tie-ups with other brands. For example, Hotstar would have tied up with Sun Next for showing some limited period of time content, or would have tied up with MX Player. So how do you differentiate and show like this content is coming from MX Player? and how long is this content available. So these are the kind of challenges now which we might not think as part of the design system while we were building it, but surely once we get a request like that, we update our design system for such scenarios as well, and it's an iterative process. But yes, we do try to build design systems in pieces, not as an entire thing as a whole. But that's on the OTT side. But I think Kushi, at your company in logistics sector, how does it work? And Shre, at your, because you're in the food tech, if you could emphasize on how design system is used in your companies.
Okay, so I would like that. So our
Sure.
design system follows because there are three products in our logistic company, which is like TMS, WMS, and Hyperlocal. So different products have different design system as per the UX part of that. So for TMS, we follow some different UX and design systems. So our design system follows to be like we maintain the variables, tokens, and all the consistency part in the design system. Then later for the different parts, if we want to add a different feature to the product, so we upgrade the design system as per the colors and the fonts for that particular product. So upgrading the design system is also our company follows for the logistics part for different three products.
Got it. So over to next question. So I think most of you have got your answers with your design system. What is the roadmap if you had to start learning UX UI design? What is the roadmap that one would have followed now? What is it that you will learn first, then second, and then third? If anyone would like to emphasize, Abijit, would you like to go with that?
Yeah. So I think first I will prefer people should learn UI at least, because that is your breakthrough into the industry, right? If you are able to design, you can crack the lower end or like entry level jobs, right? Because that is what they are looking for. They are not looking for you to be intellectual and you need to waste time. Or they are looking for a resource who can design. If you are moving up in the structure, right, then you should know UX. Then how to implement things, sprint planning, all those things you should know. Okay, that's my takeaway from this, my experience. But that's how I will be looking for people. If I'm looking for a bottom people at entry level, I will be like, okay, he needs to know how to design. Other thing he can learn here.
Got it. So now coming to the next question, a real life client project versus a hypothetical project in a portfolio. Which one has got a more weightage? As in real life projects, there are challenges and constraints to handle, but in it appears that recruiters are more interested in fancy hypothetical UI screens. Well, from my point of view, that's wrong. We prefer more of real project case studies. Okay, if and we don't expect you to build entire end to end. Just take a small problem, even a small little problem, and you just show your thinking skills as to how are you solving it and how are you making it better. And it should be data driven. Like it could be either be like you're reducing the number of clicks, or is it like you're making the retention cycle go up, or more conversion going up, or it is either making the user engage for a longer period of time. So these are some of the metrics that you can think through and design your solution around it. So it's more about the problem solving. It's not about how many screens you are designing. It's about and sometimes we as people, when we are hiring, we don't expect you to show 100 screens. We expect to only see those 5 screens and how creatively you have solved the problem in those 5 screens or 6 screens. That's what we look for. But that's at least from my point of view. What about you and Alok? Alok and Utkash, maybe if you would like to emphasize, like, what kind of portfolio you look for, real projects or hypothetical?
Of course, real projects always way higher, because if, let's say, I am hiring or someone else is hiring, they don't want to risk out on hiring a person. They always prefer. I'm talking about experienced people, by the way. If a person has an experience, I expect to see real work from them. And if you're a junior, I expect to see what creativity can you bring. What are the things that you have tried out? Did you try out multiple things? Why are you working as an UI UX designer? All these things you can try out. But I also want to answer one more thing that I'm seeing, like, asked many times, that is how to make an attractive portfolio. But yeah, the hard reality is you don't need to make an attractive portfolio. I mean, of course, there are many tools to make an attractive portfolio, but You don't need to make an attractive portfolio. All you need to, when you are applying for a job, just find people from that company and just share your portfolio with them. Ask them to put out a word to a hiring manager, and it would just solve for you. Don't invest your time into making it attractive. I mean, I would say, see, if you see these portfolios, right, all the good portfolios from good companies, good people, right, they're all minimal, just focusing right there on the work. And if you see agency websites, they are the ones that are like attractive ones, trying something 3D, trying to make it to the top of that award winning stuff because they want to attract clients. If you want to find a job, I would say focus on the problem, focus on the case study, focus on the job you did.
Got it. Got it. So coming to this thing, because now that you're talking about portfolio and you all have tried and jumped across multiple jobs, okay? So it's obviously every time that you're jumping, your interviews are happening. So what are the things that goes on in an interviews round? So there are a lot of questions on the interview side that people are asking as to how do we crack interviews? What are the things to keep in mind before going for an interview? And what are the different levels of interviews that go on from a basic level to an advanced or a senior level? So I will answer it at the last at a senior level, but maybe we can start with Shre, Kushi, Alok, Utkash, and Abijit. If you all could highlight what are the process of your interview cycles that you have all come across?
Cool.
Yeah.
So, in my company itself, last year we were hiring a designer. So I have taken almost 30 to 40 interviews and gone through about 100 case studies, like 100 resumes. So what I feel when you give an interview, there are all case studies, problem solving and things that is a part of case study. But while giving interview, there are three things. First is knowledge, which is like you should know what you are talking about in terms of your design decisions and things. And if you try to fake it, like interviews, if it's a designer who's taking your interview, he will catch it. So that is one thing. Have good knowledge and then confidence to back it up with creativity. So these three things are main thing, which is what I feel is like on a basic level should be there. And after that, the fourth thing is the portfolio key. What problem have you solved and how it is solved? And if it is solved, how it can create a business impact. So in terms of metrics, data or whatever, if it's not available, then you can come up with your own observation. I think if this is implemented in a certain way and this might solve 30% of the problem, or this will create like ease the user problem by 20% or something, like you should back it up. And when, because interviewer can ask you also, okay, how do you come up with that data? So that also you need to be prepared for it. So if you answer it with confidently, with knowledge, what you have in terms of UX and UI, and obviously your creativity is the part of a designer. So yeah, I would say these three are the main things which I looked when I was hiring. And also leadership skills, flexibility. Now I feel that master of one is fading away slowly. You need to be master of two, three things. You cannot be master of one thing because AI can, throw you off anytime the way the AI is moving. So if you are master of two, three things, then you can give good, what do you say, your knowledge, or you can provide good value to the company and they can see it. That is more important.
Okay. Coming to Abijit, what about you?
Can you repeat the question?
The question is not about the hiring process. What are the different interview rounds that you have gone through, and what is it that goes on?
Actually, nowadays it's more about the process and the thinking. It's not about the UI and all those things. It's more about the process, like what you are thinking. They will give a lot of scenarios. Okay, why industry not doing this? What can be the reason? All those things comes, right? Even if OTT, I'm applying for some OTT company, they will ask, okay, why don't we have a playlist in OTT? Like in YouTube, we have, right, a playlist. You can share your videos. Why it's not there in OTT? In the Netflix, why don't Netflix have it? Those kind of things, and you need to be very precise about your answers, right? You take your time, think of it, and then you should give. It should not be like a rush or hurry. That's what I prefer. Keep it slow, at least you should also have a time to think and answer.
Yeah. Alok, I think I've seen your question. You have been into graphic design for 5 years, and then you're trying to learn UX UI design, and you're trying to switch. What are the gaps in knowledge that you should fulfill to become a good UX UI designer? So I'll answer your question. Don't worry. But Utkash, what do you think, according to you, in your changing of companies, what were the hiring processes that you have seen? Like, was it, I want to know more of like the process. Was it like you were given an assignment first, and then did you complete an assignment, and then did you have another round, another round, another round?
Understood.
Yeah.
So, like, apart from the three switches that I have did, the basic process is one assignment. Like, they give some task. You have to. One mistake that many designers do is they don't ask questions. They don't follow up questions in the email. So whenever you get any yeah, like task, you can ask questions about what is their preference, what their business is, prioritize. So about those things. So if any kind of hesitations, that what I did, I asked questions. I felt bit like should I ask, but in there I am like, there is nothing to lose, right? I have not even got the job. Why shouldn't I ask? So so I asked questions. I got more clarity of the tasks, and the second round is mostly in some cases, in some companies they do whiteboarding round as well, and in some company they directly go to interview round. So in whiteboarding round, it's basically like I also had one. So in that, basically what happens, they will just give you a whiteboard, and or they will call you to their in their physical office, and they will just give you a scenario and a blank sheet of paper, and to give you a basic minimal solution of the problem. In that, what they usually checks is that how much you are capable of asking right questions, and how much you are capable of converting those problems into the solution through your thought process. So this is one round as well. And in interviews, they basically tell you to uh, like show your task or any one project from your portfolio, and you have to explain your thought process. And they will, the one thing is, they will check you that you are not faking it, because they'll ask the questions in depth or kind of like that. If you are faking it, you will surely, they will recognize that you are faking it. So they will just ask questions based on the numbers, based on data, based on your thought process. So these are 2 3 processes. And yeah, for
Got
designing.
it. How about you, Alok? Like, coming into a fintech agency, what was the hiring process that you had gone through?
I think I'll talk about a generic hiring process. All the hiring process will revolve around 3 as a minimum interviews, going to 5, 6 rounds of interviews, and even big companies, even they have more. Uh, First, all for designers, it always starts with the assignment, and if they like the assignment, they will just move it to the phone call interview. They'll just casually talk to you on a phone. It is someone from the talent team or someone from the HR team. They'll just talk to you, and if they feel like you're a nice fit, they'll just uh, move you to the interview where the hiring manager will just ask you to show you the previous works that you have done, just ask questions on that. And then after that, there'll be a whiteboarding or problem solving round where they'll give you a problem and see how you can solve that right then and there. And after that, there will be founder round. And then lastly, there will be an HR round. Like, this is how the hiring process goes on in like most of the companies.
Got it. What do you think about the negotiation skills? Like, because we are designers, we are creative people. This is a generic question I'm asking to everybody so that it can
So
answer a lot of your.
that negotiation happens at the HR round, and always know this, that it's the job of HR to undersell you to the company.
Got it. So got it. Okay. Okay. So I will add on my levels of experience. Like, after working for so many industries, for so many companies, I have seen that big MNCs have got 5 stages of interview. Okay, sometimes it is either the portfolio that you have to show first, and then you go to the assignment round, or either it is the assignment round first, and then it comes down to your portfolio. So this is the very first round. So, but a very quick tip that you all can follow to crack down over here is even before applying for the company, do complete research about that company. Why is it that you want to work in that company? And build a case study which is a value add to that company, so that they will see that you have already done so much of research in that particular company or in that particular area. For example, I will tell you my own case study. Before, there was a company in Bangalore called as Vahan. They provide blue collar jobs to people to join Swiggy, Zomato, and all of that as bike riders. So even before I wanted to apply for that particular job, I did my own research. I saw all the existing market apps. I built a dummy case study. Like, I downloaded their own app. I saw the flow and I understood, okay, these are the gaps can be improved. I took those screenshots only and I put my own version, how it can be improved. I didn't put it publicly. I only showcased it when they asked, when they wanted to see the portfolio. So I told them, like, instead of showing my portfolio, I wanted to show you something that could be beneficial for your company. Immediately when you do that, all their ears and eyes are open and they are completely into it, because it is something that is going to benefit them. So that is one easier tip that I have used to crack down those interview rounds. Then coming to the next round, you get into is sometimes you have the founder round, where if you are working for startups, or if you are working for YC startups particularly, they have a mandate as a founders round, where you interact with the founder, and at that particular point they are just checking on your confidence. Nothing to do with your UX UI skills or your design skills. It is more to do with your communication skills. Are you a good storyteller? Are you able to communicate your ideas? Are you able to tell exactly what is in your mind? They will give you just scenarios, random scenarios. Okay, like I was given a scenario, like we are all going for a trek and you have lost yourself into the jungle. What is it that you will do? This was the kind of scenario nowhere related to design or UX UI, but they are just checking how spontaneously you're coming up with answers and how confidently you're answering those questions. So it's more like that in the founders round. And apart from that, they will surely ask you what was the things that you have done previously. Why is it that you want to work with our company? And they will never tell you about their value system. But if you can always read the company's values and then talk around that, it will align much faster, because they're just trying to understand if he's going to be a good cultural fit for their company. So at times in big companies, the culture is a much important factor. They don't want people coming with a lot of egos, and they just want to see that if you're a team player or not. Post that, sometimes after this or before this, once the company founder gives a go ahead, then you interact with the HR, because now the founder has given a yes. Now HR will try their level best to negotiate or to hire you, because now that founder has already agreed to hire, so the chances of you negotiating are less, because they will be ready to offer because the founder has already agreed. But yes, negotiation does happen. So instead of you telling your own number, always try to understand the scope. Okay, and you do your market research with that scope as to how much is other people going to get paid for the similar role of a similar work. But this is at a senior level that I'm talking. But at a junior level, all this does not happen. You will be given a fixed bracket price that we will pay you around 30K to 40K or 50K or 60K per month. And you will be given the same amount of workload which a senior level person is also getting, because over there the experience boiled down. And immediately before even we getting to start working at a senior level, it was more about we have done small jobs, gained experience in multiple sectors across multiple divisions, and that's when we have jumped into a higher position. And then comes the last round, where you will be given like a team. The product managers get involved over here, and you will be interviewed with the product managers or the actual product managers of that particular company, where on the spot they will give you a task which you have to complete on a group call, where they're just judging your thinking and your skills, because they just want to be sure that you have not faked until now. So one thing I would like to highlight is when I was showing my UX UI case study, I did put those cards. We all do, right? We create those cards of sticky notes and then we put something into it. So one of the interviewers zoomed into it and asked me a complete detail about this particular point, as to why have you put this and what was it did you learn from this and how did you implement that in your design. So don't just put dummy data. You can be asked anything. Be real, be clear, as Utkash said, because that is what is going to help you get hired. And you can always very bluntly say, if you don't know, say I don't know. So I have always appreciated and hired those people who have been very vocal about being truthful, that I don't know this, but I'm more than happy to learn it after I join. So that also is a value point. Just don't tell yes, yes, I know it, and then giving a bluff answer. I hope all of these tips help you all. Let me move on to other questions, from hiring to all the other parts. Okay, I hope you all got your answers. A lot of stuff in your hiring part. Coming to the, do you prefer going to design college, because design fees and colleges are not worth the placement and curriculum is quite old and not updated. Today's time, I would recommend not to go to a design college. If you are trying to learn UX, UI and all of that, I would prefer, because it's a changing time. AI is changing the entire game. Even if you go and join the IITs where they teach interaction design, Claude is still not there, part of their syllabus. AI is still not part of their UX, UI interaction design. So the syllabus is totally outdated. But something that I would like to really highlight is the fundamentals will never change. Let AI evolve so much, okay? But if you don't have the clarity of the fundamentals, you will not be able to create the right prompts. You will not be able to ask the right questions. So you surely need to have a good knowledge about the fundamentals. This is my take on that. Now, maybe tell us, okay, interview is done.
Karan,
And
I
then,
point out one thing. Like I am seeing the questions here.
yeah, please.
Because
And
most of
because
the
there's
people saying like our company is not giving the opportunity for the UX process. We don't have anything to show, right? So I think like my belief is none of our company will give you full end-to-end process time. Okay, maybe there is something, but you are missing out something. Like you don't need to explain full process. Okay, this app end-to-end we have built. No, there is a feature. Why that feature is there? Why we have built it that way? You have to point out those things only. Keep a case study based on feature rather than full app. Okay, there can be a small thing. Okay, like recently we have done is in our OTT platform, position of a keyboard defines, okay, because it's a lean back experience on a TV. Mobile, it can be different. Web, it can be different. In TV, it can be different. So even the positioning, right, it requires thinking. It requires a process. Why it needs to be in bottom or maybe in top. Okay, those things. So it's about feature, right? You only need to look for certain feature. You think it's a big impactful feature. It has a big impactful metrics to back that thing. Okay, it can be anything. Maybe a small feature, small flow add, or small friction reduction, friction reduce you have done in the flow, which is impacting your business, okay, in a positive way, that you can put the story behind that you can tell.
got it. Totally true. Totally true. Again, it boils down to storytelling. Okay. Anybody? Many people are asking, what is the platform to find job or internship? Firstly, there is no such solid platform that I would recommend. Okay. I would recommend start showing up. Up until now, even I was among them, like not putting my work out. But the day I started putting my work out, opportunity started to open up on its own. Like I'm sure Utkarsh will be able to answer better, because he being a content creator, you can tell like how many people reach out to you, and how is it like it becomes easier to find new opportunities.
Finding opportunity now is like such a cluttered market, man. There is no, like earlier in my days when I used to find my first job, I was going to different platforms, Naukri.com, LinkedIn, Internsala, different platforms. So you have to, there is no such one place where you will find something. And the main thing is, one thing I will tell you, if someone is new and wants to go or find internship or any job, instead of going to job section of LinkedIn, go to post section of LinkedIn and search for internships or jobs for UI UX, because many companies don't post jobs directly. They just post normal post. We need a UI UX intern, and just sort it out in last 7 days, so you will get a clear view of the recent hirings that people are asking, like the companies are asking for designers. Also, Karan, there will be two questions directly asked to
Please,
me, so I'd like to answer them.
please go ahead.
Yeah, so first one is like from Yash, and they asked like, how do you do your research and cut down KPIs that are important for success of the product? Now this is where AI can't do shit. We have to do this thing. So how I do is like, while from for what we do in research is basically connecting with stakeholders and the users. That was the first phase of design process, right? The empathy one. So now inside AI, like what we are doing is we are giving the transcript of those interviews. Apart from what we understood, we just give it to AI to summarize and give us the main pointers of what are the main problems and what can we do to solve it. And based on that, we get a very good 1 2 hours interview summary of only 5 10 minutes. So it helps us in fastening up the process. And to cutting it down to KPIs, we just brainstorm with product managers, our developers, and designers, everyone, because the whole ecosystem is the thing which has given a timeline, and we are only a one part of it. So we have to be in touch with everyone. And there's one other question. One person asked, like, I'm in third year. Is it a good time to switch to UI UX? Because in my college, uh, companies come for software only, not for UX UI.
Yeah.
So it's the same situation as of mine, because I felt it like I was also in BTech college, and no companies come for UI UX. You are lucky if you get 1 2 companies in BTech for UI UX, because in my time there was no companies. And the thing is, if you are asking it like you should go to UI UX, is it because of fear you are asking of AI or anything? Listen to me. In my time, I was also fear, bit of fear, like, is UI UX a good field? Because it was new in India, and there was not much of coverage. Like, even my parents, you told me not to go. Even my seniors don't know, what to do. Don't go. This is not a future. AI will come and they will design everything. But still, AI will come and design everything is happening. Even after 5 years, AI will come and design everything will happen. If you have a passion for designing, for both logic and creativity, go in it. I rejected a software developer offer from my college placement, and I went to UI UX by my own, off campus. So if you have a passion, you can go. You should go. You should definitely go, because UI UX is not only kind of a job to do. It's more of a passion for all those speakers who are sitting here. I am telling, none of them have thought in their school life that they will become a product designer or UI UX designer. They
Yep.
all became out of passion only, right? So it's
One
like,
more add on to you, totally true. Like, it is, you should enjoy designing. If you don't enjoy and you're just going in for the sake of going, thinking like this has a lot of money, please remember, every sector, every domain, whether the smallest work, every sector has a money into it. So don't limit money as the factor. You should enjoy what you do. The day you enjoy, money is an outcome. Remember that. Don't prioritize money in your initial days. Prioritize learnings, prioritize skills, prioritize all the in and around skill sets that you need to build. Once you have that, automatically your work itself will start speaking it, and your value will automatically start going up and up. And there will be companies out there who want that kind of value, and they will be ready to pay for that value. So when I was trying to jump into consulting, I was only able to negotiate because we had the skill sets, because we had something to show. I never had to show a portfolio to them, because they already knew that, okay, I'm doing good work. All that mattered to them is, can Karan add value to their company? Can I add value to their actual problems? So it's, at the end, it boils down to problem solving. So how good are you at problem solving? So be confident, guys. Don't and AI is going to take away jobs only if you don't make a friend by your support. Okay, so you will have to use it now and then. It's a support system. Without fundamentals and without knowledge, nobody can use that AI efficiently. Otherwise, it's just going to hallucinate, like how Abijit pointed out. You need to learn how to create that skills.md, and then further beyond, be able to narrow down to exact output which is coming based on your design system, based on your company data, and based on things like that. So these are the new skill sets that we all will have to learn. And obviously, even YouTube is not ready with all these tutorials. Some of them have started to put out, and they are technical, but yes, we will get there. So I will allow you all to unmute, and so that we can be faster instead of we reading. So I think you can raise your hands, and then we will unmute you. So yeah. So I think Havok, you can unmute yourself and ask. We'll go one by one, quicker, and then we have Prachi. Then we have Saha. So please, guys, unmute yourself and you can ask your questions. So let's start with Prachi. Would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
So one of my questions was, how do we exactly incorporate AI in the usual workflows for UI UX design for a particular project? And since there are tools like Lovable, Google Stitch, and all that give wireframes and prototypes just based off some prompts, is it really necessary to like completely switch off using Figma and just depend on these AI tools as a designer?
Abijit or Alok, would you like to answer?
Yeah, like I can start. Alok can add. So Prachi, one thing, you can't switch off Figma today. Okay, that's the truth. Because your company data is on the Figma. Okay, your people, the full process that has been set up over the years is there. You can't one day come and switch off it and remove it from the process. You need to be there, but you need to keep changing. So now there can be repetitive tasks, okay, for you. In your just analyze day to day what you are doing repetitive without like one thing you want to change. Okay, I want to automate this part. I don't want to do myself. This can be automated. It's a very basic thing. I have a data to train, and this can be done. So this is what will help. What will help you using AI in your daily process. You can't just switch off. You need to keep on adding that automation into your automation layer into your workflow. Like how we also do, right? One day I got irritated. There is a UAT going on. I like testing. So I was like, no, yaar, I'm into designing. There are more things, right? Why I need to just sit and do UI validation and all? And it's a week or week time. Once you're done, next week it is coming again. New build will get released and it will be back to me. It's a automated part, right? I can automate. It's a repetitive task. I can automate. So we built something on it and we tried to automate it. It happened. Okay, it went well. So those kind of thing you can add on your flows. Some tasks you don't want to do, but it's a part of your daily job and you have to do. Those part you can automate.
Got it. So basically what Abhijit is telling, like the parts which are recurring to you or boring or can be automated, that's where you can implement AI more efficiently, so that automated task can be handled by AI. For example, for testing purpose, like every screen that he used to design and developers used to develop, it had to be tested with Figma, whether the screen is matching perfectly or not, compared to the Figma and the output. So this was a daily testing that he had to do. He automated that part, creating a plugin using Claude and anti-gravity. He just prompted it that I need a plugin which can test both the screenshots and give me a feedback. And based on that, it started to give result. And today he has overcome that job. Now it is handled by the QC team itself. He gave that plugin to the QC team. Like, you only take the Figma screenshot, you only take the output, and they are only able to compare. So he removed that task from his day-to-day life. So because otherwise, up until then, he was dependent on that, and daily 1-2 hours he used to just spend testing those screens. Okay, I think Alok, would you like to go answer like how much of AI can be implemented today, and what are the shifts that you think will come, Alok, if you are available?
Yeah, I mean, as Abhijit was saying, whatever mundane tasks you have that you have to do, but you don't have any other options, you can automate them. Starting with wireframes, you can generate wireframes, get approval on them, and then start designing. Again, testing purpose, you don't have to even ask a lot. There are already tools that will help you with all these testings. You don't Using AI doesn't mean like you have to build your own things. You just need to find the right tools to replace your work and just focus on solving the problems for you, your team, or users.
Got it. Okay, I hope Prachi you got an answer. Coming to the next, let's go to Ayushman. Ayushman, would you like to go ahead, unmute yourself and answer and ask?
Hi, Karan. Yes, Ayush this side. I just want to ask about the current market condition of UX UI designers. Also, what kind of salary we can get as a beginner, And yeah, is it good for long-term career?
Coming to the salary packages, every company with every region, every demographics is different. Also need to keep in mind the city that you are in. For example, you are, let's say, you're, from which city are you, if I may ask?
I'm from Indore, but I can
Let,
currently I'm in Delhi.
okay, let's take Delhi as your this thing. So the salary that will be offered in Delhi and the salary that will be offered in Bangalore will be very different for the same role. But because your cost of living is also different. Okay. So always consider the cost of living. And then coming to the, let's say if you're in Delhi, I think who has worked in Delhi from our team? One of them, I think Utkash, you are from Delhi? No.
I have worked.
Yeah, you are from Delhi, Abijit. Yeah, you can tell how the salary package is over there. Utkarsh can tell how is it in Bangalore, and Alok also can tell for Bangalore, and Kushi can tell for how is it in Ahmedabad. So, what is the bracket range that you think designers get charged or paid?
Like entry level, it will start like from like not interns. I'm telling out entry level, like full time jobs. Okay, it will start from 30 somewhere to like I don't think so. It will go more than 60. 30 to 60 it will be there depending on the company you have joined. Maybe like Zomato will be giving more. There are some exceptions, right? So Zomato, Blinkit, and all Car24, Zingbus, and all those company will give you more. But this will be the average 30 to 60 for entry level, and it will keep going.
Increasing. Okay. How about Bangalore? Alok and Utkarsh, would you like to tell what is the bracket that people get paid at the entry level job?
It basically in Bangalore or any city, there will be more in depth also for the range. Like it's a startup company or it's an MNC or it's a mid size. So it can vary from anywhere. Like 30 in Delhi is still, I will say, nice for a fresher. In Bangalore, if you are a UI UX designer, for a fresher, I have heard it can be as low as 20 to as big as 80K. So that's what I have seen.
And on the upper end, what is it that the freshers could be offered?
80K.
80K. Okay, awesome.
Yeah. But the thing is basically the fresher is also a different thing the hirer are seeing. They're seeing some as a design college fresher is a different kind of fresher. They see as they come with a design background. And if you're coming from a BTech CSE or BC or any other, they don't see as a fresher, but they see it one level below as a fresher, as a from comparative to the design in the
If
college.
you have a prior experience as well, that also matters, right? You have a lot of projects, you have a lot of freelance experience, hand-on experience.
That's what they see in
Most
design
matters,
college.
right?
Right.
It's up to you, right? How you present yourself, how your skills are.
Kushi, would you like to answer how is the pay scale in Ahmedabad side?
Yeah. So here it's like for the entry level, you get near about 30 to 40K. And if you go to advanced, so it depends, as Abijit told, it depends on how you showcase your work, how you showcase your skills, as you are doing freelancing also, and the cost of living also matters. So near about entry or beginner level here is like 30. And if you go to intermediate and advanced, so it increases as per your experience.
Got it. Done. So coming to a lot of questions that are being asked, where can I learn good UX UI? Is IXDF course good to go? So I wanted to let you all know that me, Alok, Utkarsh, Abijit, Kushi together, we have been planning this for a couple of months. Like if we can come together and build a cohort and teach you all, would that be interesting if we do that? Yeah, I just want to know yes or no in the chat box. We have already been planning. Okay. So let's say we had to do this session. Okay. We keep it for 2 months. We just don't want to do like a 5 day, 3 day kind of thing. Because UX UI cannot be learned in 5 days, 6 days. Okay. It needs time. It needs your project. It needs hands-on experience. And let's say we all come together and guide you. Would you be interested to join? Okay. I see a lot of yeses coming in. Perfect. Now, because this is from the questions that you all are asking, we would like to teach everything. Okay, starting from basic UX, then going to the level of how to do it on Figma, building your own design systems, using AI in your complete research, okay, and then coming up with the entire final case study, which is like a job ready case study. This is our goal. Okay, that has been our goal that we wanted to plan, right? Alok, Kushi, Utkash, are we on the same lines?
Yeah. We don't want to do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
generic thing, right? We want to be a more AI, right? Which is more relevant to
Yeah,
today's.
this is more relevant and more AI side. So we have been already been planning. So we would like to know, if we are doing it for 2 months, what is the price that you think we should charge? I want public only to answer. You all can put it in the chat box. How much you think you can go in for? It's a 2 months completely live by so many people. So put in your numbers. Okay, there are prices coming for 2K, 4K. Come on, 2K people charge for 1 day, 2 day workshops, guys. 9K, 5K, 6K, okay, 1K.
I think you have asked the wrong question,
Wrong
right?
question.
That said, I would like free.
Everybody's selling
People
free.
asked
Okay.
in starting, someone asked, is it 20K? Like,
Is it 20K? No. Okay, guys. But we are see, obviously everybody's time, everybody's working. We have to value everybody, and everybody is very experienced. Okay, so something that we are thinking should be in the range of 5K to 6K. This is our number, so that everybody is valued and everybody's time, and that number, because you are also then serious into it. Okay, so how many of you all think this number works? 5K. Everybody, how many yes for that? Come on, let's put it in the chat. Okay, there are so many of you. So perfect. We'll put, see, it's not like other courses. If you go out today in the market, they will be somewhere around 80K, 90K, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh. Even if you go up with the IXDF kind of thing, okay, it will go up to 1.5 lakh to 2 lakhs. Okay, so okay, I student discount, EMI options. Okay, we can plan. We have not thought about these. Okay, so we will try and keep it pocket friendly. At the same time, we will try and see how best we can offer. But we will create a form for the ones who cannot afford but are still serious. Okay, how serious are you? It is very important. Okay, and we'll see if we can do something for you guys. But at a bare minimum, that 5K, trust me, you will earn that back in no time. I'm sure. Do you all agree? Abijit, Kushi, Alok, Utkash. Alok and Utkash, what do you think? Maybe if you have anything from your side to add on.
it's what else to add on? You already told it. Basically, this thing that Karan came to us for helping you guys out. Because what I saw in my normal sessions, what I took, people are very, very disturbed. Like the courses are of 50K, 1 lakhs, 2 lakhs. I'm like, man, just for a course, if you are, and they are not even giving a proper guarantee that you will get a placement. They are not even calling companies and all. So, and if they are just teaching what I have seen the syllabus and all, they're basically the theoretical knowledge, which is not even relevant to scenario that we are living right now with AI and all. So what we have planned, more of a practical sessions, more of a
Yeah,
current
like
generation
more of hands-on
UI
assignment.
UX.
It's not like we just
Yeah,
want to teach. We take it live. You all have to sit, you have to work, and you have to actually build the assignment. And in that 2 months, you come up build with a ready case study, which you can then apply in jobs for. So it's like we are thinking like you in the very first week you define your niche. Okay, like which sector you want to get your job into, whether it's entertainment, whether it's healthcare, whether it is OTT, or whether it is into fintech. So you decide, or food, or whichever, and we all experts from different backgrounds come together. Okay, and then we make this happen, and we put it out, and you all build the case study in that sector of your own choice, or your own niche, where we help you with our insights and our inputs, and then you are completely ready in 2 months, and then you apply. And then yes, we don't mind giving a certificate. For sure, we will provide our certificate from our end, but don't just do it for the sake of certificate. Do it for the sake of learning. It's more important that you all learn. Okay, and we will plan the entire thing. We will share the more details in the WhatsApp group. I think you all are part of the WhatsApp group. Yes or no? Are you all part of the WhatsApp group? Yes, everybody. If anybody is not part of the WhatsApp group, then okay, there are some no's coming in. So I will put the WhatsApp group link in the chat. Okay, so we will put the WhatsApp group link, and we will put all the details out there, and we will plan that out. But now coming back to our main focus, we have questions from Venkatesh, Kanishk, Parul, Shyam, and Saha, and Chetan. Please go on. We'll start with Venkatesh.
Karan, there is a constant question on chat. If someone can address Alok.
Yeah, Alok, somebody is asking Alok consistently, like, because can you answer this? In healthcare sectors, especially radiology, they have very limited marketing design references online. So finding solid inspiration is tough. How do you effectively design marketing creatives in such low reference, high complexity domains without ending up generic or oversimplified? So one thing I will tell you, in my own agency, I had got one project for radiology department building their own website and for radiology event conference. So even for we, it was difficult to find those references. But what we actually did is we looked at all the international competitors, how they are presenting on their own social media, their own LinkedIn, and their own this thing. What is the kind of creative message that they're trying to put forward? Then based on all of that, we started to create things on our end. And then over here, we creative people can't add much because we are not doctors and we are not from that medical background. So please ask the doctor, whoever you're going to work with, or whichever department that you're working in, tell them to give you as much as information possible. Based on that information, you can curate. But I think Alok has just gone for a water break. He should be right back. So once he's back, I'll also ask Alok to answer that particular question. But I hope that helps. And also Pinterest is quite helpful. It has a lot of inspiration that you can take from. But again, inspiration might not be exactly precise to your requirement. And sometimes it need not be just from radiology department. You can find inspiration from other departments also. And then maybe you can implement your radiology segment into it. So that might help much better. Okay. So if Venkatesh, you are there, no, it is Venkata Shesha Sai Manipali. Yeah. Would you like to ask your question? Okay. If not, Kanishk, you can go ahead. You can ask. I can. Yeah. Go Kanish. You can go ahead.
Hello, sir. Kanish this side. Actually, I'm a recent graduate from civil engineering, and I started working as a UI UX designer in a company which is a distributor in the medical supplies sector. So I don't get whenever it comes to understanding the users, I don't get any way to contact with them. So how can I understand that? I am already using Clarity, but watching videos is not possible for me. Like watching so many videos is not possible. So I want to know how I can interact with user or understand what user needs.
Abijit, would you like to go ahead with that?
What, Karan? I was doing something.
Kanish is asking that he is learning UX UI designs, but he is not able to get a lot of user research and input and answers on that of whatever project he is working on. So how to go about that?
You are not.
We ask the same question, sir.
Like reaction, like you're posting into some group and they are not reacting, right? That's what you are asking.
No, sir. Actually, I'm working in a company which is a distributor for medical supplies. And whenever I want to know how can I improve the UX part and how can I understand the user better, I don't get any way to connect with them. I only have a connection through Clarity. Like I can see the videos of how they are using the application or the website, but I don't understand what else I can do to get better results for myself to understand the user.
Okay, so you want to interact with them, right? You want to interact. So see, UX can be in multiple phases, right? Or multiple types. One is this only, like what you are talking, like Clarity, right? You can know how where user is seeing and where user is interacting more, and what is stopping user to move forward, right? Those things you can still have it, and drop rate data, those things you still have with the Clarity, I guess. You can see in UX is very common. You will not get all the metrics, all the classes, right, for you to drive a solid answer. But with the data you can still have the like few option ready, few iteration ready, and you can do A/B testing, right? There in A/B testing, you will have the interaction directly with the user.
Uh, okay, sorry. It is more about A/B testing that you will have to do with your users. Yeah. Next question, please. Ganesh, okay. Anybody else who is having a question?
Hi, Karan.
Yeah, go on, Venkata. Session.
Yeah, I am a professional graphic. I am professional poster designer for movies. I am shifting to UI UX. That's why I will shift to give the on roadmap. I will going. That's why.
Okay. You're on mute. Then get your question. Okay, Shyam, would you like to go ahead?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
go
I
ahead.
asked a question related to the UX side of things. So currently in my company, there is an issue related to the documentation, information architecture, and the user flow. So as it is a service and product-based company, in service-based side of things, we need to give the design quickly to the stakeholders and everything, right? So
Right.
don't have the time to prepare proper user information architecture, user flow, and design documentation. So
Right.
when the new designers joins the company, we need to hand it off to them. Sometimes there is a delay in between. So these are the repetitive tasks, right? So I was asking, are you guys using AI to automate them, or are you using any tools for that? So that was my question.
I think we did that in our company. We did create documentation based on the user flows. Like we just gave the screenshots and we told ChatGPT itself. I think we were using ChatGPT back then to create the entire documentation or the BRD, which is called the business resource requirement, which was generated by ChatGPT. And then we just modified it and then that was ready for us. So any designer who used to come, we used to tell them, read this entire thing. But other thing that we did was many a times we recorded all our flows in the form of videos, very quick short videos, so that the whoever comes in, they just see all those videos and in no time they learn, because it's a repetitive task. So it's good that you record your videos and keep it ready once, and then every time they can just watch those videos.
Yeah,
So that
keep a source of truth with you. Like if you are prototyping anything, right? We generally do a prototyping for all the flows, and we put them on Drive. Okay, it's an open drive for everyone in the company. So even a new designer join, he needs to go through certain data, certain knowledge, and we prefer, like, initially there is a phase, right? If someone join us, we directly put him on the testing level, training level for 2 to 3 months, where he just do validation, UI validation. While doing the UI validation, he got to know about the flows because he need to test them as well, right? So that's how we do it. For 2 to 3 months, we put him on a testing only, and after testing only, he is allowed to do the designing part. Because by that time, he will go through all the other apps, right? Competitor apps. He will get some basic knowledge of the field and all the domain.
Yeah. Okay, understood. One more question, Karan, if I.
Sure, go ahead.
So another question was that related to the file structure of Figma. So currently we have started to follow a file structure in the Figma. Like prototype is there, work in progress pages are different, ready to dive is different. So I was asking, is there a file structure do you guys follow for a particular project?
If there is a price structure.
Yeah, it's like, do you have a set where you design, you iterate, there are files for the particular one feature, there are multiple files where iteration is there, your playground is there, and all those things. But we generally follow 3 types. Okay, one is component levels maintenance. There is a, either we divide a single file into a different page where there is components. Okay, there components, there is a component level playground. Okay, where we create a lot of iteration of the components, and we finalize what looks good or what not, and where it should be placed. Okay, those things. And then there is a playground for wireframing to convert into high five. And then there is a finalize. Okay, we have, like, we can, in the playground we do lot of iteration, lot of different flows, what can be possible, what can't be possible. Okay, based on the, like, A/B testing, right? It requires a lot of multiple flows. So in those flow, then we push it to the PM. It's his job to finalize, okay, which flows he wants to push it to A/B testing. So those flows which are being pushed, they are maintained in the main file where developers can see them.
Okay, understood. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Got it. Next question, please. Whoever is willing to ask.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah.
My name is Oishi.
Hi, Oishi. Sorry, I was telling Saha. Okay. Hi,
So,
Oishi.
Yeah, so I came from architecture background and I did 2 years of practice. In the meanwhile, I was introduced to UI UX design. So I was doing a lot of graphics work, brochure work, and related to that. So one of my friends said, like, since you are doing all these side by side, you just could like see this field, UI UX, like you can get into it. But yeah, that time I thought that, oh, without a formal degree, we should not be doing it because a lot of people will be jumping into it. So I made a wrong decision at that point of time. It was around 2020. So I thought that I'll do one thing. I'll complete my bachelor's degree and then I'll do a master's. So again, I did my job for 2 years and then I did my master's in industrial and product design. So right now, at the campus placement scenario, last 2 3 years, Infosys and Moondraft, like UST, they were all coming. But during our time, there was some miscommunication between the college and the companies. They did not come. So and also there was this recession like situation. So and also I got placed into a company which did furniture design related stuff. So I joined it and I hated it again because I did not want to work in that field. So right now it feels like I'm starting from zero because I did say that I would not like to continue. I'm serving my notice period. And I did apply for jobs, but I'm not getting callbacks like that. So there are few problems which are there like in the portfolio, and I did not get time to uh, like uh, work on it because I was not really free for the whole time. But then like even if I work on the portfolio, like if even if I show them my recent work or my polished work, it's more like either the salary they are offering is really low, or it's becoming more like you are a fresher only. I understand, but with everything it's just not fitting into place. So how do I like navigate through this? I am really confused about that.
Got it. So currently you're working as what, graphic designer in a furniture design company, which you don't like, right?
No, I am working as a furniture designer only. I don't like it because since my background is in architecture, no, they are expecting me to do architectural work as well. So I did interview for lighting design companies as well, but they also are saying that, oh, but you are an architect as well, so we hope that you will be okay with doing this kind of job. But frankly speaking, I don't see architecture, like if I work as an architect for any like big company anywhere in India, I don't see a lot of scope in it because until and unless I do my own work, there's not much scope, which is what I feel. It might be wrong. So I don't want to like move further ahead in this architectural line. So I don't want to work in that field.
I'll cut you here. We got your understanding. So basically, you want to get into UX UI, but you're not able to navigate it properly, and how to go about it. Is that right? If I have to put it in short.
Yeah, like there's a like if I'm asking opinion from people, they are saying that you have to start with like you have to take pay cut. But
No worries. Okay. We will. Which city are you in?
I am open to relocation. Like I am working in Delhi. I am from Calcutta.
Got it. Okay, because you put so much of insights already. I can take it one-on-one personally later, where I can help you navigate. That is part one. Second thing, switching from architect to UX UI, if that's a very big switch. Okay, why are you doing that? Is it just because of opportunities, or because everywhere there is competition? Okay, I won't say that anything is going to be a cakewalk. And but yes, whatever you have studied as architecture is a added value in terms of user understanding, personas, and all of that, and all some of the tools that you already know will be helpful over here as well. But everything boils down to, like, you only answered half of your question, that you have not got time to update your portfolio. I think that's the very first thing, that where you should start putting time updating your portfolio, because what is out there is what people are going to see first and judge you based on that. So if that is do share it with us. You can put it in the WhatsApp group. We will open it for public after the session. So put it out, or you can just ping me personally. I am one of the admin in the group. You can just ping me, and I'll be happy to take it one-on-one later. Okay? Does that help?
Sure.
Because I'll not be able to answer everything without knowing minute
Yeah,
details.
yeah, sure.
Sure,
But
OIC. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. And
No
I
problem.
also wanted to ask, like, what is the base salary do you think I should go for? Like, I also did my master's in industrial and product design. So that gave me a fair idea of this UX and everything. Like, I was working on project UX related projects and everything, but
Correct.
they are not shipped products. Like, they are
You
just ideas.
got it. To be very frank, the market currently is shifting and it's in a turmoil. So people will not offer more than 30K to 40K as a beginner. Okay. Because of this AI shift that is going on, and companies are massively cutting down on their workforce. But again, it's all about the skill sets. If you build the right skill sets, only then you will be able to ask for more. And today, the kind of skill sets that the companies are asking for is not just doing the UI design, but also coming up to a level up, one level up, where you can give the front end, which is maybe done with AI, or you going up using how extensively you can implement AI processes in your workflow. These are the kind of things companies are expecting, and all of these learning, we all are in the same boat. We all are learning at the same time. So maybe current time is all about investing on the learnings, and then slowly you will automatically be able to navigate it for sure. But maybe it also depends on which companies you're applying, how you're applying, and things like that. So I'll take it up offline. Let's go to
Sure.
Utkash, go on.
I'd like to give a short one-liner for
Please.
just what in your scenario focus on what companies see is how much you are experienced, not just from the study point of view if you have done masters, but the sad part is the curriculum those college follows are way like outdated nowadays, and you have to know the skills. That's why we are having this cohort sessions now, just to let everyone know from the industry perspective, because we all who are here, we are going to tell about our industry knowledge, what industry is asking, how the AI is adapting inside industry. Based on that, we are teaching those skills in our cohort. So based on that, we will tell you how to improve your case study. That's how you can go easily and navigate easily to UI UX designer with a good salary, among 40K, 50K. Not more than that. Don't expect more than that as a fresher, because it's India. And in India, still there is a big revamp needed for the design industry.
Got it.
Okay.
So before we now further go, if we all want to take one group picture of the session, if you all can put on your cameras on, it'll be nice to take some pictures. At the same time, we will answer all your other questions also, because some of them have to leave. We'll just complete one picture if you all can. Could you also please give a brief on what can actually incorporate in our practical day-to-day design task? It's like only generating basic framework or sitemap or content, or like using MCP or converting our designs to code. Surely there are a lot of things that you can add on your day-to-day task. And Alok, if you're there, Sudarna has been consistently asking for you on a particular radiology topic. If you're there, you can answer.
Hi, Sudarna. I don't think I was working as a graphic designer like long back, like 4 years ago. And what was your question? Radiology. I can answer that generically. For example, it's not limited to your department only, like radiology, right? Something comes up and you don't find inspiration, you find something relevant also that works. It doesn't have to be the same. Like I think Karan was also mentioning something like he was looking at international standards and referring to that, right? You can try that, but I'm not sure if I'm an expert to answer that for the graphic design area.
No problem. So Sudesh, I'll be more than happy. You can ping me on WhatsApp and I'll send you some references from my side. I'm more than happy to help that way. Maybe you can now turn on your videos. Okay, I think I've enabled the permission. Sorry for that previously. So if we can all have a lot of pictures, one snapshot for the session, and then we'll take all Gitanjali's questions, Chetan questions, and Parameshwari, Parul, and all these questions. Are we ready? Quick. Turn on your cameras,
Please
everyone.
cameras.
I still see only 1, 2, 3 pictures. Kushi, are you there? Yeah, Kushi is there.
Yeah, I am there.
Your video is off. Okay, awesome. I see you. Okay, Chetan is here. Alok went away. Awesome. Alok is not visible. Okay, perfect. I think that should be only very few. Awesome. I'll just tell 1, 2, 3, and you all can just put your smile. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, guys. I think one more. Okay, this is a little bad one though. I'll take one more. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, guys. I think this is done. So we do have a good photo now, but let's continue with the questions. Gitanjali, over to you. I think you have a question to ask.
Yes. Hi. So actually, my question is, it's like a very personal question, by the way.
Okay, but keep it short. Don't
Sure.
ask. Don't go it in 10 lines.
Don't worry. So like for the context, I just completed my graduation last year, and then I done my internship, and then UI UX full-time job. Then I started in like in December, and now it's been almost like 4 months. My question is basically, initially you guys were told us that you were expecting some real life case studies in our portfolio. If someone like very experienced, like let's suppose I have been after a year, I wanted to looking for like a new opportunities, then I have to show the real case studies, right, in a portfolio. But the problem with me is that in my company, I'm from like educational tech field, and the problem is that my director and pardon, like, give me a second, please.
Okay, I think.
Okay, I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so it's like my most of time the ideation was already done by the management and other persons, and I have to like complete the whole UI thing only. I didn't even do any UX thing till now. Then my question is, what should I do at this point?
If you're getting all the research part done and given to you, then and you're being told to only build the UI, but your question is, I'm not able to put any solid thing in my case study, correct?
Exactly.
So no problem. So you can still whatever work you are doing, why don't you build your own UX research around that, and then start putting that into like whatever designs you have done. Based on that, you will be getting feedback, right? Like this is working, this is not working, this is better, this is not better. That itself is your research part, what the design is getting delivered. And even if you're getting all the UX research inputs coming to you, maybe you can just formulate that in proper manner. Like you can use Miro and create all the cards, all the flows that is being given to you. Just present that properly. You understand it yourself, and then present that itself. I think that will still work for you.
The problem is that I put lots of my ideation and the insights and different layouts. I'm currently working with the CRM. Then the problem with the developer teams is that they're already putting too much time to develop what I designed, and they want that I should have to like reduce the things because the developer team don't want to do this much. And according to developer team, I have to reduce my design. This is the main problem, that they don't even consider my ideation part and my research work and my
Okay, so there could be two parts. Either they are not valuing you, or either there is something that you are not aware, which they are aware of, and there's a mismatch happening. But let's connect that on one-on-one. You can share your existing work, you can share your portfolio. I think you're part of the group. You can just ping me on WhatsApp, and I'll be more than happy to look into it, or Abijit or Utkash, anybody might look into it, and then we'll just let you know what could be improved, what can be done better, so that things get easier for you. I understand this problem happens at beginner level to a lot of people, where whatever you're designing and you're not being given the value, it's only because you have not done the research, or you are not being able to create proper answers as to why this design is the right design. So sometimes it's all about how you present it and not just give designs. It's all about the storytelling also. At times it does matter to convince the internal management as well. So storytelling is one powerful skill that we all need to learn. It even we face these issues in day-to-day life, that whatever we have designed doesn't get approved by the client, or doesn't get approved by the client who we are serving, even in OTT platforms, I'm telling you. But then we have to sit with them, explain them why this is better, why this flow works better. But if you're not doing that storytelling part and just getting demotivated, I think that's something that needs to change. But we'll connect again later on and take it up for you.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, please go ahead, Parul. I think one second, Parul, before I think Danish has put a very important ask in the chat. I will just answer to that. 1 second. Danish, you're still there? Yeah, I think Danish Zafar is still there. So Danish has been asking, like, could you please give a brief on how we can actually incorporate AI in our practical day to day tasks? Is it only like for generating the basic framework or the sitemap or content, or like using MCP for converting our design to code? Could you please give some examples? Okay, so I will tell you how we have used. We have used AI in almost every particular possible ways. One, to automate day-to-day tasks, we have tried to use AI. So even a simple task like renaming of layers and putting the context of that particular frame. So instead of, because we all randomly designers, we don't have time to rename all our layers properly. So we have created a plugin for that, where the plugin will analyze what is there on the screen and will automatically put the name of that particular layer. Okay, so we have even used to do that. Then we have used for doing our QC testing, the design versus dev. Then coming to content MCP. Okay, we have used Figma make a lot. Like there have been certain scenarios where we don't have any idea of that sector or that industry. For example, they told us to build a application for a live streaming news channel. Okay, in a news channel there are so many things that go. What you see in the front is one part, but in the back end, any news channel will have 100 people working, and all the 100 people at the same time are using your application. So there is somebody who is managing the ads, there is somebody who is managing the highlights at the bottom strip, there is somebody else who is managing the left column, which comes sometimes on the news channels, there is somebody else who is managing the background and things like that. So we also didn't have any idea about all that, nor we had any inputs on all that. So what we did, we used Figma Make, gave all the scenarios in depth, and we created layouts out of Figma Make, and then we showcased that first level layer designs to the client. Then client came back with their feedbacks, explaining how their current operators are using what features. Again, we took that, put it back on Figma Make, and entirely we used Figma Make to develop that entire product. And 90% is Figma Make, 10% is the minute iterations which we did manually. So this is how things does happen. But Utkash, maybe if you can highlight how much of AI you are using in, because I think you are on a SaaS product, and completely your company is also into AI tech. So maybe you could also highlight how they are using at your end.
It's basically whatever he asked. I can just tell both in both scenarios we are using AI, even before designing for giving us a repetitive task kind of things, and even after designing for converting our designs to at least a basic level of development from where developers can pick it up and improve the designs. So yeah, this is
one more add-on which I just recollected. Sometimes we get a very big BRD, like 40-page document, 80-page document. We just put that in our internal company AI tool, whichever is the enterprise license, so that the data doesn't get leaked. We put the entire document and we just ask summarize this in 10 lines. And sometimes that summary itself just helps us, because they put so much of technical data which is not relevant for us. So we have been using to summarize and do our workflows. Okay, open to questions. Like we have just last 10 minutes to go. Whatever max we can answer now, we will answer. Beyond that, feel free to feel free to put them on WhatsApp beyond that. Yeah, Parul, over to you.
Yeah. So hi everyone. I am a self-taught designer. I had learned UI UX designing from Google and YouTube only. So it's always a fear in my mind that I had learned more about UI UX designing by doing the practical things and the live projects in the company. I have been working from 1.4 years in the company as a UI UX designer, but there is always a fear in my mind that I had not learned the proper step-by-step UI UX designing process, or I had mixed something, or I had missed the UX UI laws or the principles, or I had not taken any proper guidance or mentorship. How can I deal in a good way for the UI UX as a UI UX designer? Or so I can't build the confidence inside me, and for approaching in the good companies, in the big MNCs or the design based companies, I always having the fear in my mind and the lack of confidence that I had missed something, or I had not taken any proper mentorship for this. So how can I deal in this state?
Um, See, Parul, it's basically a kind of fear of not knowing things. It happens with every beginner, or not with beginner, with sometimes even after years pass on, if we don't grow, even if we grew up, but we feel like we are not learning enough, we are not doing things enough. It's just a natural tendency. And if you are still feeling like you are not growing or you are not learning the things, start learning. That's what I guess. It's a very simple solution. Just go to any website, go to any app, pick any feature, any feature like search feature, see, and collect a screenshot of it. Ask ChatGPT or any AI platforms about like what is the UX principles behind it, and you will get to know more and more about those things. So that's how you will learn new UX laws and where to implement those laws. Okay. And at the end, yeah, just keep learning. And if you are still here, I will just request Karan and Davis is still there. Please share a feedback form, because
I will do that.
yeah,
I'll share it with everybody.
we need people here to just get an idea of what is there needed, what more you want, or do you want more questionnaire sessions like this? Because I don't want to waste up another 5 minutes, and in just 1 minute I will tell you to just fill this form. If you have a short amount of time, please fill the form. And yeah, I hope the question is answered as well.
Yeah, Utkarsh, one more thing. Do we
Hmm.
need to follow the old traditional way of UX, uh, like ideation, research, or like interviews, or like that? Because I think in current state, we designers just jump into the research by simple chat GPT and just do the
No.
making the wireframes, not the low fidelity wireframes. I can say we jumped into the high fidelity wireframes
Yeah.
directly and just put on the design.
The whole design process is now mixed up with AI. And if you go into big companies like Google and all, see, the framework is still same: ideate and then define the problem, but we are using AI in it. The process still same. Is instead of ideating with wireframes, sketching in the notes, now what we are giving prototypes, 5 different prototypes, and showing which flow is better for us, which flow is not better for us, because we have each of axis of AI. So design process still same. You need to understand the core principles, but company to company design process changes. It's not only one design process. Some companies there are no research, it's literally no research in startups. You will see in some companies they give a lot of time in research and in design. In my company only, if I will tell you, it's 80% of research but include everything apart from making design in 20% of Figma. Okay, so design process still there, but it's mainly mix up with AI. Still there, you have to follow.
So
Okay,
um,
thank you.
what I'll be doing, I'll be sharing a feedback form in the group so that more people can answer, and that will be available for everybody. Otherwise, the people clicking link over here again are dropping off by mistake. Uh, can I share the
no,
WhatsApp group? I think I did share above, but I'm just going to put it again.
just
One
pin it
second.
up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can go to next question.
Yeah,
Who
next,
is
please.
next?
Last 5 minutes.
Let's keep it rapid fire kind of thing.
Yeah,
That
rapid
will be a
fire.
nice idea.
Perfect.
Who is there? I can see here. Pratmesh is there.
Hello.
Yeah, hi
Am I
Pratmesh.
audible? Yeah. So, sir, it's a small point. Okay. As Karan mentioned, you need to decide a niche, in which company you are looking for and all.
Yeah.
But as a fresher, my major priority is to get into industry.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
now,
how will you decide? That's
yeah.
the question. See, it's more like which kind of applications have you used most, or have you like there is thing like I like these Paytms and fintech application. I like more of like YouTube music and these kind of application, but there are many kind of domains you don't even not know about. Mostly these are B2B. So the first thing is you can go to YouTube. There are different kind of podcasts you can listen to and understand how different domains work. It will take you around 2 days to understand what are different domains, and then you can decide based on your interest. Not go in the terms of is the industry is falling, is the industry is growing, that domain is growing or not, or because if you don't have an interest in that domain, as a designer I have to be a subject matter expert of that domain as well. Now I know industry about the insurance industry more than like I didn't know about 2 3 years before, just because of I am in that domain. So just go in those kind of industry where you think is interesting for you, like you fascinate that kind of domain. Also as well as how is the growth of the domain matters, but not much.
Right. And adding on to that, I also did follow the same thing. Like I started my UX UI with events and all of that apps. Then slowly I got introduced to OTT, and then I jumped into OTT companies itself. One after the other, because the more knowledge you share, you gain in that domain, the better you become for that industry. So, any other question? So there's a Danish is asking, thanks Karanatka. So the little follow-up question. So what like we use AI for most of our work, in fact design as well as you said. Did new project and our manager says that you are using AI for almost everything. So why do we need do how to stand out in that case? If you leave that and you are able to do it and you immediately leave that company, who is the next person who will do that? Okay, because your manager doesn't use the skill set to act like a designer. So just don't worry. Also would love to know the name of the Figma plugin for renaming.
Your voice is breaking, Karan.
Okay, no, we don't have the public, but we can give you the file link later. But coming to the this thing, don't worry. AI cannot replace you if you are good with your skill sets. So just remember that. Okay. Any other questions, please?
Last two questions are there.
Last question.
Venkata.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Venkata Shesha Sai.
No. He is just
Damini is there.
Hello. Am
Yeah,
I
hi, Damini.
audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I have one question. Like I am working in like for a retail luxury jewelry brand. Now I want like I gain an interest in the fintech. So how can I, if I want to change the domain, how should I approach things? Like I want to get into that domain.
First 2 3 simple steps I'll tell you. First, I'll just these are all raw idea, like things that we do, that I do as a designer. First, connect with the people who are in those domain. Okay, you will get to understand how they work. Second, go to events. If there is any fintech company, they are giving any workshop or events, go there and they actually share what they are doing inside that company. So you'll get a bit of idea. Third, you can make a case study of any fintech problem that you are facing inside your daily life, and you can make a case study out of it because it will help you to get in the eyes of hirers from that company if you want to get any of fintech company. And at the end, YouTube is open, Google is open. and ChatGPT is open. So you can research about anything, any process to understand more about what is inside fintech. Because if you will go in depth and understand, then you will get to know more about what are the things. It's not only the on the screen level. There are many things behind the screen level. There are many restrictions in country. There are many things there in fintech. I have attended. I have known few friends from fintech, so I know the problems they are having, and solving those problems is a kick that they get. So yeah, these are all the steps that you can follow to get inside a fintech company.
Thank you.
Yeah. There is last one.
Any other last questions to go? Srishti or anybody?
Srishti.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah.
First of all, it was a really insightful session. So thank you for that. My question is about business thinking. So I'm transitioning from furniture and space design into UI UX design. So I've been reading a lot that apart from design basics and design thinking, business thinking is also an important part. So I want to know to what extent is that important, and how can I incorporate that into my work process, and how can I start learning about it, because I think it also comes with a lot of complex terminologies. So how can I learn about that?
Okay. So the thing is, business thinking mainly includes particular skills like cross team collaboration, as well as understanding the domain, as well as understanding how the like internal operations work inside your organization. And it depends, it varies among organization to organization, how internal systems are working, how much is the tenure of this sprint, how much is the tenure of your daily stand-ups. So there are many things, but for your questions, how much is it important in being a UI UX designer or a product designer? It is important in a scale of 1 to 10. I'll tell you it will be around 6 to 7. Keeping it in a quantitative way. In a qualitative way, it's as important as knowing about the domain of your company. Because if you will know more about business, if you know how to communicate between teams, you will get more insights about your organization. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
One more add-on to the previous whoever asked the question. I think it was Srishti or Damini. I don't know. But if you are asking about fintech case studies, how can I get more knowledge? I think Behance case studies give you a lot of insights. All you have to do is search existing case studies or look for any app that you see in fintech and search for those case studies on Behance. You will get a lot of insights. You will get a lot. And then you can copy those 20, 30 Behance links and put it in Claude to summarize it. I think you have it all. Claude can even summarize. Yeah.
So I have made a case study around it. So like, how can I make a approach investing from a perspective of goals? So I just need a few people. Like I will approach the people who are working in this industry to just get to know that I am thinking in the right direction or not. So Utkash and Atul, I think, can help me in this.
Perfect. That is one way. That is one
but-
way. There's a second way also could be like you can tell your AI chatbot to think like a financial this thing or all that insight that you can give, and then give your app as a feedback. I think Utkash, why don't you take it up? Like how?
So I have tried to put all the insights into the Claude AM, but the thing is, it lets from a judgmental point. So if I give it that okay, it is good, what I am lacking, so it will just give me the all the negative points. If I ask what is good thing about it, it will give me all the good points.
Agreed. It happens basically.
So I
It's
just need a validation from the people who are actually working in this industry. Like so from a that is why.
Makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
these are also personal related. We can connect on after in WhatsApp group. But I hope all the other questions are answered and
I
people got
think
some
so.
insight.
But if you still have questions, feel free to reach out on WhatsApp group. We will open it up maybe tomorrow, day after, for public to ask. We will not want, we would not like it to spam it. So we will only open it for like 2 hours or 3 hours. Just put in your questions and then we will answer.
Just to check
Sure.
up at the end, I just want to know, is everyone who are still now here? These are the
Yeah.
main core members, okay? Whoever are still now here, every one of you are there in WhatsApp group, because if you're still here, you are in my eyes, and I'd like to just
Yeah.
have
Like
an
we can
idea.
see you all right now. So yep, everybody's in the WhatsApp group. Okay, perfect, perfect. If you
Yeah,
still
because there will be a good number of things that will be shared in WhatsApp group, as well as for the courses for you guys who are inside WhatsApp group. Karan, we can give them discounts as well, right? These
yeah,
are
we
some
can.
premium members.
We'll
Yeah,
try to. We'll
they'll
try
give
that.
them coupons and all.
We'll plan. We'll just share the feedback form. In the feedback form, we will surely ask if you're interested in the course,
Sure.
and then we'll take it up from there. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Utkash. Thank you, Kushi. Thank you, Alok. Thank you, Shre. Thank you, Abijit, for being there for the entire session and giving all your valuable insights and inputs. Thank you, everyone who all stayed till the end. I hope you all had a good time. And feel free to tag us on Instagram if you love the session. It's Designer Hub Global. And look forward for many more sessions that we wish to do continuously for free. And we'll plan up something like maybe one, we should plan something with AI MCP itself as a one session, how it's done. And then we'll figure it out.
Kindly
Sure.
share your Instagram so please.
It's Designer Hub Global. I'm just putting it in the chat. At the rate.
Thank you.
Okay, it's shared. So thank you so much, everyone. Is there anything else that if you all need, feel free to reach out on WhatsApp. Thank you, everyone.